really like talking
I want to know, how's it affecting you, or is it affecting you, the fact that these people is getting in handcuffs, or they have been here for a certain amount of time and now they have to go back home by force. What are your thoughts on that there? What do you feel about that?
Oh God, right into it. Okay, first of all, I don't really like talk politics, but the world is already overpopulated. It's like a conflict of what they're doing. They bring them here and say, hey, we're going to give your kids this rights, but you can't have this rights. Then how is a child supposed to be properly cared for or taken care of? So it's a lot of, So it sounds like basically you're not being affected by it. Crime is already bad here. And if they come in here, escalating more crime. Last year they had beat up, I think it was in Manhattan, they had beat up a police officer and they sent them to Texas and then they released them from Texas. So I'm just trying to figure out, why did you give us, the African Americans, which they call us now, the African Americans, why did you give us all this hassle when you can just free the gates for people to walk over? And even for the West Indians that came over, they have to get their visa. What happened now that you open the gates, that people just can walk over? And they just say they
right.
to close them back.
So if it wasn't for Donald Trump, then the gates should be wide open.
Right.
When they first came, they got shelter, right?
Yeah,
they got shelter.
Right
so
now,
we have a lot of homeless people who's on the street right now, right? That is trying to get shelter.
Absolutely.
Right? So they got shelter. And not only did they get shelter, they got funds and stamps and all kind of stuff. I have nothing against them though, because I feel like God gave all this land to everybody, right?
Absolutely. But can you really? It's hard when you put God into politics, right? Because some people.
God always can get in. We talking about it's hard to get.
I'm not saying you.
Let's bring that back a little bit. Wait a minute, hold on. I know she ain't bring God up in there.